All right, let's just give this a shot, all right? I've tried this video a couple of times, but here is the main take. All right, so for years, the Detroit Lions, our beloved team in Detroit, the Gridiron Heroes, have been an exercise in futility. Whether it's personnel moves that have gone wrong, whether it's referee calls that have gone wrong, whether it's just fluky circumstances. I mean, how many other teams have the NFL record for longest field goal kicked against them to win a game? Lions have it twice. So everyone in the Detroit area likes to blame it on the curse of Bobby Lane. And last year, supposedly Jeff Daniels dumped a bunch of whiskey in a barrel or something. I don't know what it was. But I think it helped a little bit. But it didn't completely lift the curse because there's more than one curse. There's actually 3 curses. There's the curse of Bobby Lane. I don't know if that went away with Jeff Daniels or not, but hopefully it did something. There's another curse that involves kind of the Ford family, because on the day that William Clay Ford purchased the Lions, that was the same day that John F. Kennedy was shot and killed. So right there, that's kind of bad juju. And the Ford family owns the Henry Ford Museum in Greenfield Village. In that museum is a particular car. That car is the car that John F. Kennedy was riding in when he was shot and killed in Dallas. Why do we have that in Detroit? Get rid of it. Send it away. Send it to Dallas. Send it to Washington. Get it out of Detroit. Because the road that the Henry Ford Museum is on the same road that the Lions practice facility is on and their headquarters. So that's not good karma either. So, Ford family, please get rid of that car. That will help with another curse. But there's a third curse that no one talks about, no one knows about. Only I know about it, and I'm about to lift it today. So, here's how it goes. My dad, Jack Simmons, was a member of the Detroit Lions, 1949 and 1950. So, let me show you. He was the original center for Bobby Lane. So, right there, that handsome young man, number 53. Now, the Lions were an up-and-coming team. There were a ton of young, talented guys on their team, but they weren't winning a lot. And the Lions decided that they need some veteran leadership on the team. So there was an opportunity to trade for Vince Bononis. Vince Bononis played for the Chicago Cardinals. He was an All-American at the University of Detroit, and they traded him to the Lions for my dad, Jack Simmons, also an All-American at the University of Detroit. Now, my dad loved the Lions. He loved Detroit. He could have gone many different places for college, but he stuck in Detroit, going to the University of Detroit, being a Titan. Go Titans. He loved it. Even after his playing career was over, his favorite team was the Lions. He stayed in Detroit. All of his best friends were Lions alumni. So it really was a big deal that he was traded, and it hurt him. Now, my grandmother, his mom, took it upon herself to yell at Vince Bononis. She told Vince Bononis that she would never forgive him ever. Now, I believe that in her own Irish, English, German, part Native American way, she threw a bit of a curse on Vince Bononis. But because Vince Bononis was a good guy, a good church-going man, just a nice guy in general, as far as I know, the curse was deflected off of him and onto the Lions. Because it wasn't his fault. He didn't trade my dad. The Lions traded my dad. So that curse was put onto the team. Now, here's the thing. Because my dad went to the Chicago Cardinals, right there, that's him. He had a great career. He, at one point, started, I think it was about 115 games in a row. He was selected to the All-Pro team in 1956 and 57. When he retired, his coaches wrote him just wonderful letters praising his effort, his integrity, his sportsmanship, his effort. Did I say that already? Anyways. So my feeling is the curse that was put on the Lions was on hold because my dad was having his career. Now, here's the thing. The Lions' last championship was in 1957. The last time that my dad set foot on an NFL playing field was 1957. So, my grandmother's curse took hold after the 1957 season. Okay? So bear with me. So think about it. All these different things that have happened with the Lions. Everyone wants to blame it on one curse, but think about the different things that have happened. I mean, the fact that they've had players die that, were really promising players, or Mike Utley get hurt. Barry Sanders decided to just stop playing. Those are curses. Another part of the curse is the Lions picking horrible draft choices or getting rid of draft choices. Trading a draft choice to the New Orleans Saints so they could get Willie Roaf, who ended up being hurt. I'm sorry, not Willie Roaf, Pat Swilling. They picked Pat Swilling. They could have had Willie Roaf, who was an all-pro offensive tackle for many, many years. That he would have looked good in front of Barry Sanders, don't you think? But they didn't go that route. Picking tight ends instead of all-pro players, picking the wrong tight ends instead of guys like Rob Gronkowski. It's things like that. That's part of their curse. So many of these penalties that have gone against them. I mean, the catch rule for Calvin Johnson. That's a huge rule that is because of the Lions' curse. Some of these other rules are due in part because of things that happened to the Lions. So if you just look at it, they're a cursed team. Now, part of that three-way curse was lifted last year with whatever Jeff Daniels did. I still don't know to this day what he did. But thank you, Jeff Daniels. If the Ford family can get rid of that car, I think that's the final piece. But today, I am telling you, on behalf of the Simmons family, as Jack Simmons' youngest son, his youngest child, I think I have the power of the family to do this. So just to let you know, I am wearing, I just received it today, number 53. That was my dad's number for the Lions. This is an old Lions throwback jersey. So if you can see Simmons on the back. I'm now embracing my dad's history with the Lions. I'm letting go of that curse. So today, Lions fans, city of Detroit, suburbs of Detroit, citizens of the state of Michigan, Detroit Lions fans worldwide, please know that I am doing my part and I am releasing the Lions of the curse that my grandmother, Bernadette Simmons, placed on the Lions back in the 1951 season. That was defaulted to 1957 beyond. Okay? So just know that when the Lions have a phenomenal year this year, and I'm telling you, they're going to win the division, they're going to win at least a couple of playoff games. I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they can win. I think they need to get rid of that car in order for them to win the Super Bowl. But just take it from me, Mike Simmons. That part of the curse is over. Okay? I promise. Forward down the field. A Lions team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, Stand and give a brave rah, rah, rah. Oh, I forget the rest of the fight song. All I know is just down the field and gain a Lions victory. This year, because part 2 of the curse is gone, it's going to be a victorious year for the Lions. So, good luck, Lions. Play with that grit that I know that you have. Win for you. Win for the city of Detroit. Win for all of us fans that have loved you and embraced you for years and years. Thank you.